Okay, we are live.
All right. Welcome to the regular meeting of the St. Bethlehem Zoning Board. My name is Peter Schneck, and I'll be serving as chairman this evening. Serving tonight along with me is Paige Van Wart, Sharon Wiles Young, Danielle Joseph, and Lucas Walk. Our zoning officer tonight and tonight's secretary is Dave Taylor, and our attorney tonight is attorney Bill Freeze. And our stenographer tonight is Nicole Candelino. Just a little bit of housekeeping. The 250 East Market Street, the applicant requested a continuance to issue in her family, and the city agreed. The hearing will be rescheduled for December 17th, 2025, because it is being announced this evening on the record. There are no further postings nor advertising.
Can I just make a few comments on that? I'm Tim Stevens, legal counsel for Frank Boyer. Frank Boyer is a neighbor of 250 East Market Street. With respect to there was an initial continuance in the last hearing that was understandable. We ran out of time. This continuance is for personal reasons on the behalf of the applicant. So the request being made by Mr. Boyer is that if there's a third request on December 17th, that it absolutely should be denied unless there's some extraordinary circumstances. We just wanted to alert the board to that. And there are concerns that there are continuing violations. We go out on Airbnb and they're still listing. So there is concerns over the next 2 months of continued violations as well. So we just wanted to make the board aware of that. If we run into problems again with a further request for a continuance, because they're taking advantage of it, and that's our concern at this point.
Definitely noted.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yep.
All right. At this time, if there's any members in the audience who might have testimony, questions, and or comments, please stand and be sworn in.
You swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in the matter now before this board shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You do so swear or affirm?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Taylor.
530 Pembroke Road, appeal of the Fraternal Order of Police, Bethlehem Star Lodge number 20 for a special exception to establish a membership club in a former non-conforming restaurant building located in the RT zoning district. Sections 1302.83, 1302.93, 1302.114, 1304.01B3, 1305.01B, 1323.06A, 1325.07, and all associated variances, special exceptions, and interpretations.
All right, and before you get started, can you confirm when the property was posted?
It was posted on October the 8th.
All right, you may proceed.
I'm Robert Nicholson. I represent Bethlehem Star Lodge 20. This is Gregory Yerk. He's our recording secretary. Again, obviously, we have submitted a request for 530 Pembroke Road to have a special exemption for it to be classified as a membership club. It falls within the RT, the high density residential district, and this would be appropriate within that district. About our lodge, we represent approximately 300 members. It says 139 active, but as of yesterday, we're down to 138. Our current location is 77 West Broad Street. We're right next to Rippers. We support the police officers of Bethlehem through wellness, training, community service. We are their main bargaining unit and main employment unit. We are a nonprofit organization. We fall under the umbrella of the Fraternal Order of Police, under the state and the national lodges also. And we believe that our lodge would fall under the zoning ordinance for a membership club. We are purchasing 530 Pembroke Road, which is currently houses the Adagio restaurant. Its current use is a restaurant with a liquor license, which is already a non-conforming use. we propose the use as a membership club and non-commercial recreation facility for our FOP members. Attached is a map showing its location, showing it is within the RT zone. And then also the printout showing that a membership club will fall under a special exemption under that zone as well. This location is currently occupied by Adagio Restaurant, which is a long-established commercial use and continuously operated since the 70s. It's a 1,400 square foot building constructed and utilized as a restaurant and banquet facility with a liquor license, making already a lawful non-conforming commercial use within that district. Through its history, it has functioned as a restaurant and bar under various ownerships. Currently now it's under the NOLA LLC, and there has been no period of vacancy or abandonment exceeding 1 year that I could find that I could find. So showing has remained valid under 1323-06A of the zoning ordinance. Our request is to establish a special exception under 1325-07 to establish a membership club in the non-conforming restaurant. Obviously, we posted notice on October 8th. I think October 15th was our deadline, but we posted on October 8th. We propose use as a monthly membership for our monthly membership meetings. We average about 10 to 15 people per meeting. I mean, for more controversial ones, we get a lot more. Like a contract will get a lot, but those are usually rare. And also administrative functions. We also intend to build a gym in there for our members, as well as a padded training room and for defensive tactics, and a classroom style space for professional training and seminars. There will be occasional member events, lodge events, but there will be no public operations or no liquor license. We aren't buying the liquor license, we're only purchasing the building. There will be a couple main changes that we proceed doing. The first one is the upstairs bar. It's a pretty large bar. It's a 45-foot bar. We plan on cutting it down at least 2/3, so we don't need that much space. So we're going to cut that bar down by at least 2/3 and open up that room for tables for various use. On the lower level, you have, it's split up to two different breakdowns to the size, but you have the lower bar level and as well as a banquet room and the ballroom. Our intent is to take the banquet room and turn that into the initial the meeting room. This is again, it's tentative because it's already changed since I made this. There's not space for the overhead, so we're going to put 2 TVs along the wall. But ultimately, it's going to be used for training. I've already reached out to some individuals who I know have done training in the past, and I know that one of our FBI guys wants to utilize it for FBI training for hostage negotiations. Next, you find the ballroom. Our intent is to just pad that room out for a safe place for our guys to practice whatever defensive tactics they need. Lower level bar, we don't need 2 bars, so our intent is to rip that bar out and then put the gym down there. We were looking at other spaces, but that probably is the best place for us to add a gym to that location. Under 1325-07, under number 1, the public health, it'd be a limited member use only, which will reduce traffic, reduce noise in the area, versus a lot less than the prior restaurant. Safety and welfare, we represent the police officers, so I think that will go hand in hand. Harmony with the neighborhood, the building's our use will be comparable to its already use. We're not going to make any changes to the facade or to the structure of the building on the outside of the building. It's already a well-maintained structure, and then our intent is to update the roofing, update the siding, update the location. So that would be a community benefit. There are 23 on-site parking spots. It's already ADA compliant, and the fire and egress standards are already met as it is already a functioning restaurant. The existing footprint already meets the RT setbacks. The event base will be off-peak hours and safe entry from Pembroke Road. Any large things we'll be doing will be on the weekends or later. And there's already existing landscape and fencing, lighting that already comply with city standards. For under 13-1902, for parking justification, you're required to have 1 space per 50 feet of the largest room. The largest room is location is 1,800 square feet, meaning we would need 36 spaces. The location already provides 23 spaces, which I marked on the next slide. I've also reached out. Adagio already has a agreement with the Salvation Army across the street that if they have any overflow parking, they allow them to utilize their lot. I reached out to Major Peabody, and he also granted us that same allowance. That if we have anything that will fall over the needs, we could utilize their parking lot as well. Their parking lot provides another 23 spaces, which combined would be above what was needed for the 36. Under 131902 B5, it allows you guys to reduce or modify the number of required parking spaces for a specific use. But I think we've shown them our uses will generate less parking demand than a restaurant and a banquet hall already need. Even without the shared parking with the Salvation Army, the staggered hours of our use and how we use it will definitely be well below the needs for parking. And if they're also on-street parking right outside the establishment, which is only businesses, no residents, there's no homes in that general area, so any parking would be outside of our current business, so it wouldn't affect any of the neighborhood, any of the residents in the immediate neighborhood. Overall, us purchasing this building have it changed to a membership would strengthen our officers if they're fittest in their training. We would be able to provide them a larger space than we currently have for their own personal use. Would provide us a venue for community outreach. We do multiple drives and fundraisers and education. Give us a larger space to utilize. And we believe it would be reduced nuisance compared to a restaurant and bar that is within that neighborhood that could be an issue to the residents. I mean, off the bat, we are going to remove the dumpster that has the oil and get a new dumpster, which off the bat would reduce the smell. Going through the history, and this location has been used as a restaurant since the 70s, bar and restaurant with the banquet hall. It already qualifies as a non-conforming use and has been a continuous operation for as long as I could find. So we believe a transition to a membership club is comparable and would be less intensive on the community. So we respectfully request that our request be approved.
All right. Any questions?
Yeah, I have a question about hours. So I saw that you said it was had different activities going on, but how long into the night? Or I mean, I don't have any sense from.
Our monthly membership meetings start at 7:30. That's the first Monday of every month, and they usually last till like 9:30 at the latest. If we don't, the gym would be open 24/7 for our members to use, but that would be few in and there. They also would have access to the bar and the facility on personal use. But for as large things we do, I mean, Mr. Yerk could speak on the Christmas party we do, which doesn't go that late.
The only event that the biggest event that at this point that we would have is we have a Christmas party for the children of the police officers. Currently now, we used to have it at our hall that was above Rippers there on Broad and Getter there. The members have outgrown it by over the years. So we use Northeast Middle School's gym at our cafeteria currently. We have roughly 80 kids, but between the officers and the retirees, maybe less than 40 actual members because of multiple kids and so forth. And that event this year is running from noon to 2. So it's during the day on a Saturday.
So the gym activities, though, it is 24/7, and that's just member, right?
Yeah, our guys would have access to the gym at any time if they choose to go over there and use it, but to be few and not a large group.
Okay, thank you.
The only question I have is about you said you're going to cut the bar use in half,
Yeah.
but you're not having a liquor license. So is this like all NA stuff?
Our lodge, we provide alcohol, so we will have a stock bars, but We don't sell any alcohol.
So what would the hours of the bar's operation be?
It's not like a staff bar where there'll be a bartender or whatnot. It's the way we utilize it now is our members will go over after shift and hang out for a little bit, and especially after long shifts. But it's not per se like we don't hire a bartender, or there wouldn't be a bartender. It'd be if 3 or 4 guys want to go over and hang out after shift, they would have access to do that.
And is it possible that this would occur after 2 a.m.?
No.
No.
And we'd also we could put if that would be an issue, we were so coming on the guidelines for our members and how they would utilize it, but going past 2 a.m. will most likely be something we would put a nix on, because we do understand that is one of the guidelines within that community.
Well, you guys can probably tell me, what time do bars close in Bethlehem?
2 o'clock.
Okay, so I was right. Okay, that's my only question.
I have a question. It might be more internal. So I'm a little confused because there seems to be a parking, like there's not enough parking, but they're not adding any space. So how is it already approved right now?
Well, the current restaurant, as Officer Richardson said, it's a non-conforming use from the 1970s.
Oh,
I don't know how it got like that, but it has
Gotcha.
continuously operated and been like that.
so it's technically non-conforming right now. and okay. Okay.
The current restaurant is non-conforming. yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you. That's all.
I could answer that question.
Yeah.
That property was,
Oh, hold on. Are you sworn in?
apologize.
It's a, it's a, there'll be a time for comment.
Yeah, there will be.
That's also why we reached out to the Salvation Army to ensure
Yeah.
we'd have use of their lot also, so there wouldn't be any issues.
Yeah. It's like status quo though. Like it's not like you're adding space.
No.
Yeah. So
I doubt we even need that much space on a regular basis. We need the Christmas party at most, but we wouldn't need that much space.
So I guess that's my other. So when you're like, because you mentioned you have like maybe special meetings and things like that, like that, you said more contentious, right? Like, so how many people are coming to something like that?
The largest contentious one I could think of in the past has been 25 to 30 people,
Okay.
but usually it's around contract time when we're going over contract. And everyone's excited for those.
Mhm.
We
But it's
also
not
have-
hundreds.
Huh?
It's not
No,
hundreds
by
of
no
people.
means.
Yeah.
And we have also recently have expanded our bylaws to include online meetings also, which is something we haven't done in the past. So if there was something that we would think we could get almost a whole lodge out there, that's something we would do online. But
Okay.
So we have 300 members,
Mhm.
but 160 of them are retirees
Okay.
that are members pretty much in name only. A lot of them don't even live in the area, Florida, Nevada, out west, and so forth. So it's mostly and our meetings attract maybe 2 or 3 retirees. So it's not like the retirees are coming. It's the current officers, which is at most 138. And then depending on if they're working or not, if, like I said, if maybe 10 to 15 show up for a regular meeting, that's a good amount.
Okay.
So the only time of a larger number would be like a contract voting, like if we would do in-person voting, or now that we have the opportunity to do online voting, it wouldn't even need that to they wouldn't have to come to the meeting anymore. It would all be done online.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Any other questions? You got mine. So, you're good?
May I ask some questions just to
Yeah,
establish the record?
Well, I was gonna make a statement once questions were done.
Okay, all right, if I may.
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, Mr. Nicholson. Thank you for the thorough testimony, but I do need to ask some questions just to make sure we have a thorough record for the purpose of the opinion. So with regard to the factors set out in section 132507, is the proposed use in accordance with the City of Bethlehem Comprehensive Plan and consistent with the spirit, purposes, and intent of the zoning ordinance?
I believe so. It's the membership club already falls under that jurisdiction, and our use of it would be definitely well below most membership clubs.
Is the proposed use in the best interest of the city of Bethlehem?
I believe so. One of the main things that we're doing is providing space for wellness for training for our police officers. Healthier, happier police officer benefits the entire city of Bethlehem.
And will the proposed use create any inconvenience to the community?
No, I mean, the restaurant already there's already been restaurants running in the location for 30, 40 years. And we would run at a lower level, and we already went out of our way to find parking, so we wouldn't have to park on the street if we didn't have to.
Okay, would it be fair to say then that the proposed use is in the best interest of the convenience of the community?
Yes,
And is the proposed use, I believe you already touched on this, in the best interest of the public welfare?
yes,
And is the proposed use a substantial improvement to the property in the immediate vicinity?
I believe so, yes.
And is the proposed use suitable for the subject property located at 530 Pembroke Road?
Yes,
And with respect to the design, construction, and operation of the proposed use as you described, will that be maintained so as to be in harmony and appropriate with the appearance and the existing or intended character of the immediate vicinity
yes,
and the general vicinity as well?
yes,
And is the proposed use in conformance with all applicable requirements of the ordinance?
yes,
Will the proposed use substantially change the character of any surrounding residential neighborhood?
no,
Will the proposed use, after considering any proposed, result in any harm to the community?
no,
Is the proposed use suitable in terms of the effect on street traffic and safety with adequate sidewalks and vehicular access arrangements to protect streets from undue congestion and hazard?
yes,
In that regard, I believe you've already testified that this proposed use will result in even less parking than the present use.
that's my belief, yes.
And will the proposed use create any significant hazard to the public health and safety, such as fire, toxic, or explosive hazards?
No.
And is the proposed use suitable for the site? And will there be any well, let me break it down into two questions. Is the proposed use suitable for the site where the property is located?
Yes, it is.
Will the proposed use result in the disturbance of any steep slopes, mature woodland, wetlands, floodplains, springs, or other important natural features?
It will not.
In fact, to your knowledge, are any of those natural features that I just mentioned even present in this area?
They are not.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's all I have. Thank you.
All right, cool.
So I just wanted to make a statement on behalf of the Planning and Zoning Bureau. Because the application for the board tonight will be converting a legal conformity to a permitted special exception use. The Planning and Zoning Bureau expresses its support for the application and believes that this is a good adaptive reuse of an existing property, a restaurant that would otherwise be shuttered.
Anything else?
No.
All right, this time we'll go off the one more crack at the apple. All right. All right, this time we'll go off the record.
You want us to
Phones are coming back up.
All right, we'll go back on the record. If I can have a motion from a member of the board.
Sure. I'll motion to grant the special exceptions as stated in the notice with the condition that there's no alcohol consumption after 2 a.m. and reopen for alcohol use according to state law.
Second. Oh, sorry.
Mr. Schneck,
Yes.
Ms. Wiles Young,
Yes.
Ms. Joseph,
Yes.
Dr. Van Wert,
Yes.
Mr. Walk.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you.
Whoa. This is crazy.
Motion to close.
Motion to close?
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, I wanted to hear what that gentleman had to say.